Okay, here we are, another day. So, what I did yesterday is went ahead and made sills. And sills aren't the easiest, but I'm going to show you what they look like now that they're plugged in. You can see, you got the sill right there. And I'm going to show you, here's another one. Here's another one over here. And as you can see, this is a bit of trim. You can see how the reveal's going to be there. So that'll look nice. This trim will run all the way up. That'll be the next phase. I have one more to do, and that's over here. But what I want to do is show you what it takes. So here's the final sill, and you can see not only do you have to cut it to width, you have to notch out. I'm going to give you a side. You can see how it's notched out there, right? See how it's notched out. So you have to do that because on the window itself, you can see there's a notch right here. So you have to notch that out. This is 5/4 inch or 1 inch thick. And then on top of that, you have to do these cutouts so that the sill will wrap around the window. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on this last window. But when they are installed, that is what it looks like. So far, very good. Bit tedious. Oh, the other thing you have to do is round it all over. As you can see, it's got that nice round over going all around. So it's not a hard corner, it's a rounded over. Okay, so moving right along, I went ahead and put some spray foam insulation in all the windows. You can see it sticking out here. Put it all around the window. I just figure the more the merrier, you know. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim all this off with a razor blade, clean it up, and then we'll start putting the trim on. And this is the razor blade I'm going to use right here. And you can see it does a pretty good job keeping it flush. Look at that. And I'll clean all this up nice and neat. So that's what we're going to do right now. Okay. So here you see the finished windows. All trimmed out. Brand new sills. Come over here. Not too shabby. A lot better than they used to look. And you know, this is kind of a bigger room. It calls for a bigger trim. And that's where we are now. And then I threw primer on the sill and went ahead and painted everything up. The trim was already pre-primed, but I primed up everything and painted it. And you can see where the tape peeled off the paint a little bit. I'll fix that later. That's the last things. So as you can see, I got the paper down, and I went ahead and snapped a line for where my first courses should be. And now I'm going to go ahead and start these starter courses and then work my way across with the brand new hardwood floor. Now that's 3/4 inch thick, solid red oak with a semi-gloss, kind of between a semi-gloss and a satin finish. It's got a pre-finish on it already, so all I have to do is put it down. And then I'll put down the baseboard. But I may put down the baseboard as I move everything because I still got one big piece of furniture in here. And as I move across the floor, I'll put in the back baseboard and then maybe I'll have to move that piece over onto the new hardwood floor out of the way. So I'd like to get, I'm picking away at this, so I'd like to get to about the window today, maybe halfway into the window, and then I can get up to where I can push the dresser over and tuck it over into the corner. And I have it on sliding coasters, as you can see. And so it'll slide right over. It won't damage the floor at all. Okay, so another day, another dollar. And right now, I've made some good progress. I didn't film any of the actual nailing down, but I'm going to show you what I've got so far. It's looking good. Bear in mind, this is 3/4 inch pre-finish red oak. Each piece is about 2 1/4 inches wide. So basically one row is 2 1/4 inches. Takes a little bit, but this is what it's looking like so far. I think it's looking pretty nice. I love the fact that it feels so solid. So what I did is I moved my sawhorse over my table here. Now I'm going to go ahead and start moving some of the other stuff over, get it out of the way. But as you can see, I already got an open box ready to go. And now I'm going to go ahead and start some more. So let's get to it. It's looking good. Today, by the way, I'm going to get to the end of this paper and then put down another sheet. So what I'm trying to do, this here area that I did was 3 boxes. Each box is 20 square feet. And this room is about 160 square feet total. So I'm trying to do 3 boxes or 60 square feet a day. So that's where we are right now. Okay, time to get to it. Pretty good. So as you can see, the floor is complete. I've gone all the way to the door over here. And this area here is where my bookcase goes. So my bookcase, which is sitting right here, that will go back. So the bookcase is going to go back over here. But before I do that, I'm going to trim out the door. That's next. And once I trim out the door, then I'm also going to trim out all the baseboard. Meanwhile, other things I've been doing is I've been plastering holes. For instance, there was one over here. Took care of that. You can see I'm going to fill it again and then sand it. So I've been doing that along within the closet a little bit. In the closet, I'll get this last rack out of here, the last 2 racks, and go ahead and start working on the closet. But first, I'm going to do the baseboard, and while I'm doing the baseboard, I need to order new doors for this closet. So I'm probably going to go with a double door with a magnetic latch, and I'll go ahead and measure that out and go ahead and order it next week. I already have the stock to put the trim on the door, so I'll do that. And like I said, then I'm going to get the baseboard. And what I like to do is paint it up before it goes down. And that way there, once you put down the baseboard, all you got to do is touch up the holes that you made. And you don't have to paint it while it's on the floor. It makes it a little bit easier. But so far, you can see this room is looking a whole lot better. And that floor is just stellar. Now, one of the problems I had was this door. This door is a split jamb. And what that means is you have the jamb here and they come together. So for whatever reason, it was a little cockeyed and it wasn't really closing well. And you can see where I increased the jamb a little bit, where it tore out the paint. But now that door is closing perfectly. That is perfect. And the biggest problem is probably going to be putting that bookcase back in, because those switches are inside the bookcase. And I want these switches to be out here. So when you walk in, you can just hit them. I don't want them to be buried inside. So I'll figure that out once I get there. And I just want to say, I know this isn't RV related, and it's not really part of Chippers Island Adventures. My RV's sitting right there, and it's doing quite fine. I had some work done on it yesterday, which I'll be showing you a video of very soon. I think it's going to be after this one. So I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to show you what else I do along with travel and everything. When I'm at home, I try to get something done every single day. And this project is a pretty big project, especially when you're doing it alone, because you don't have somebody to do the cuts for you. You don't have somebody to slide it over to you the next piece so you can just put it on. You have to do it all yourself. But by taking your time, you do a good job and it comes out looking excellent. And you save yourself a lot of money. I do anyway. So that's it. I'll keep you posted on this project as I progress along. And if you like this video, feel free to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. All the best to all, and happy adventure.